ruling Russia, the largest country in the world for 20 years. Vladimir Putin definitely knows every nook and crevice of politics. At the age of 69, the former Prime Minister of Russia has established its power over his nation. Between 2013 and 2016, Russia's president was chosen the world's most powerful person 4 times, underlining his country's global dominance. Apart from his dominion, his bank account surely does not miss. Tracking back Putin's route to bona fide leadership, he did a pretty good job in establishing his own name throughout Russia. But who is Vladimir Putin? Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin was born on October 7, 1952 in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, Russia. He experienced childhood in a common flat with his family, attending local grammar and high schools where he acquired a passion for sports. Vladimir began studying the Japanese martial art judo at a young age, and by his adolescence, he had mastered Samba, a blend of kickboxing and judo. Putin wasn't always on his best performance at school. According to a grade book from his boyhood, his teachers left comments in it concerning his classroom behavior, with one stating that he threw chalkboard erasers at the pupils, another stating that he talks during the class, and yet another stating that he didn't do his math assignment. According to the grade book that was dug up, Vladimir Putin's grades were not particularly good, despite his strong knowledge of history and German. His academic performance may have progressed with time, as he attended School 281, a prestigious high school that exclusively accepts exceptional performers. Vladimir later studied biology and liberal arts, while also working part-time for the school's radio channel. Putin joined the KGB, or Committee for State Security, as an intelligence operative after graduating from Leningrad State University with a law degree in 1975. He was deployed primarily in East Germany until 1990, when he retired with the rank of lieutenant colonel. Putin chose to serve as an intelligence officer after graduating from high school. He required a college diploma to be able to achieve that. He continued on to Leningrad State University to study law, graduating in 1975. He got a job working for the KGB, which was a huge accomplishment considering he was the only one in his class of 100 who got a job. According to ACMP, Putin resumed his job for the KGB, gaining accolades for his work ethics. He was described as rigorous and structured in the classified KGB records, as well as constantly raising his ideological, political, and professional level. Following the Russian president's journey, Boris Yeltsin withdrew as Russian president in December 1999, and Putin was named interim president until official votes were counted in March 2000. Putin was put into office for his first term with 53% of the vote. Putin began reorganizing the administration and beginning criminal investigations into the business transactions of high-profile Russian citizens after pledging both reform agenda. In Chechnya, he resumed Russia's military effort. Putin soon reclaimed power of Russia's 89 regions and statelets, splitting them into 7 additional federal domains, each led by a presidential appointee. He also took away regional governors' privilege to sit in the Federation Council, Russia's upper chamber of government. Putin has taken steps to curtail the power of Russia's unpopular businessmen and media magnates, known as oligarchs, by shuttering many news organizations and filing felony cases against a number of key players. In Chechnya, he encountered a complicated situation, with rebels staging terrorist attacks in Moscow and guerrilla attacks on Russian troops from the region mountains. Putin pronounced the military operation over, although losses stayed stable. Years after stabilizing the Russian Federation on his hands, he had cemented a firm and strong authority towards his people. However, linking on with his successes, Putin does not only excel his worth as a leader of the country, but most importantly, with a vast amount of his wealth. For more than a decade, rumors about Putin's vast hidden money have been circulating in Russia. How can one benefit such a vast hidden fortune? With a net worth of over $200 billion, he could be on top of one of the wealthiest personalities in Russia. The Russian president scored around $135,000 in 2018 from his official salary, a military pension, interest on savings, and investment returns, according to his current financial statement, which was released on the Kremlin blog. Many Russian bigwigs and academics believe that Putin has used his power to accomplish more than just enhance the lives of ordinary Russians during his reign. Despite the fact that many previously state-owned enterprises have been privatized, Putin is accused of using his position to amass enormous covert ownership holdings in some multi-billion-dollar commodity firms. Russian dissidents deployed a drone over the property which has long been suspected of being Putin's hidden mansion. The 190,000 square foot estate, which sits on a 170-acre clifftop above the Black Sea, is unbelievably lavish. The property boasts a 27,000 square foot homestay, theater, professional caliber ice hockey rink, Vegas-style casino, nightclub with stripper poles, and a subterranean tasting area overlooking the water, and is said to be Russia's largest private mansion. At the property's vineyards, symphonic music is played around the clock. Toilet paper holders cost $1,250, and Italian toilet brushes cost $850. The palace was built at a cost of $1.4 billion, according to documents uncovered by campaigners. Others claim that Vladimir Putin is said to have added a new 200 million pounds or 356.6 million Australian dollar castle to his 1 billion pounds or 1.78 billion Australian dollar property empire, amid accusations that he is one of the world's wealthiest men. During reconstruction, the classical-style estate was held by a business called Property V, with the publication speculating that the V refers to Vladimir. The picturesque home presumably belongs to an influential figure with only the greatest Kremlin ties. According to the article, the lavish apartment is registered as belonging to Russian Federation, which is a cover employed by owners of places and penthouses linked with the country's leadership. Nonetheless, these claims were later denied by Putin's party. While Forbes has been able to monitor money related to Putin's cronies, they have not been able to come up with a reasonable, proven estimation of his net worth. Putin has remained tight-lipped on the figure. Summing up, no matter how many hoax articles, claims, and reports released, not a single person can reveal Putin's fortune other than himself. Well, we could just imagine how the Russian president gets to live a thriving life at the age of 69.